Hello, my nail techs. Today we're going to be building our own StateBoard kit. Because of the COVID, we have to make our own. We're not renting out any. So I'm going to show you guys how to build your own. So we've got our box here. This actually fit everything when I put all of the stuff together. So this is a perfect box. This is a 20 quart, 19 liter Sterilite container. Okay, so I would definitely recommend getting this. We've got our mannequin hand. Remember, I like to use hot glue. You can definitely use Gorilla Glue. If you use nail glue, you're gonna have to be careful in case the nail tip falls off during StateBoard. So we've got our hand. They are trimmed down, and my pinky is painted a dark color. We're gonna need labels. A lot of your stuff are going to need to be labeled. So you may want to purchase this at, let's say, Staples, or I'm sure Walmart has these too. I'm not sure if Dollar Tree does, but I would try Dollar Tree so you won't have to spend so much money. Our first bag that we're gonna go over is our pre-exam setup. So all of our bags have a label on it. This one got a little wet, so I would put another label on top of this to make sure it's clean and neat. You are going to be putting pre-sanitize on all of your bags, okay? Pre-sanitize and then what the bag is. So here, I've got pre-sanitize, pre-exam setup. When you are purchasing bags for your kit, you can try the gallon ones. I do like the jumbo ones because I can fit a paper roll in it. Now you can use a jumbo roll for your pre-exam and then a gallon for the other two. But for this, because I do want the paper towels in the bag, we're gonna use a jumbo. All right, so what do we need in our pre-exam bag? Paper towel. We're gonna need our EPA disinfectant. Buy travel size bottles, spray bottles, and put on the label EPA disinfectant. I would put maybe rubbing alcohol in this. After that, we need hand sanitizer. This already has a label on it, so you don't really have to put another one on top. Our blood spill bag. So what this is what we use in case we get a blood spill, right? In case our client starts to bleed. This is also a first aid kit. I recommend getting yourself a travel size first aid kit instead of this, but if you want to make your own, we're going to have 2 plastic bags. The outside is going to say blood spill. We're gonna have one inside of here that says biohazard. Remember, whenever we cut somebody, we always want to put the items in 2 bags to double bag it to ensure that nobody touches it whenever they throw something away. You're gonna need cotton, you're gonna need gloves, a Band-Aid, and an alcohol wipe. So that's what you need in your pre-exam first aid kit bag. I'm gonna put everything back here. I'm gonna make sure it's closed. And the last 2 things we need are going to be our tape and our trash bag that is labeled. It has to be labeled. Make sure you get a trash bag that's durable and doesn't rip. Let's go on to our next bag. My next bag is going to be my acrylic bag. I do have to say something. This is different than the bag that we were practicing with because we only practiced 1 skill set each time. We only had 1 buffer and abrasive file in there. We are not going to be doing only 1 skill set. So with the acrylic and with the tip applied, we're gonna need different files for each one. So our supplies for this bag is definitely going to be a little bit different than when we were in class. So The first thing we need to do is make sure it is labeled. We got our pre-sanitized acrylic. We are going to need odorless powder. You should have a little tiny sample in your OPI kit. You are more than welcome to use that. It has a label on it. That's why you get it in your kit. So I would definitely recommend using that. If you're bringing up absolute powder, I don't think they'll let you use it. I never really thought that powder was odorless or not, or if it mattered, but I think what matters is that the label says it. So if your powder says odorless or odor and tack free, then it's good. If you're just putting it in a container and putting a label over it, make sure you put polymer powder, odorless. So we've got our clear powder, monomer liquid. Please keep your bottle. Please put odorless liquid in there. If you use traditional, they will not let you use it. Okay, my dehydrator. You can, for your dehydrator and primer, both of these have labels on them, so that's what's really nice once you just buy it out of the store. But if you are putting in little bottles just water, just to kind of fake it, and you label it, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so dehydrator, primer. You can put water in a bottle, like a tiny Wish bottle, and use that. The only thing I have to say, it needs a brush. So you're gonna have to find those. I don't really know where to get those. You do have a dehydrator and primer in your kit though, so please use those. Nail glue needs to be labeled. I've got my acrylic brush, a tip cutter.
Next, I have a little bag of a manicure brush and 2 cotton tipped orange wood sticks. I would definitely put about 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 just in case for extra. And then I put my Dappin dishes in there. I did label the small bag clean just in case it needs a label.
If you are leaving the bag on the table, I would label it. If you're not leaving it on the table, throw it in the trash. I've got forms and tips. Make sure you bring at least 3 forms and with tips, because we are applying just a tip with glue, and then we may be doing a skill set with tips. So we're gonna make sure, I would definitely say have at least 6 in there for you. Now, this is the part where it gets a little bit more supplies. We're doing 4 sets of acrylic or the tip applied, right? So I've got 4 abrasives. Now, I do have these very thin emery boards. Do I recommend you buy this for the acrylic? Not really, because it's not coarse enough to file the top of the nail, and it might take you forever to file it when you could be just using a coarser one to split the time. So 4 files, 3 buffers only, and 3 high shine buffers. So that's all that you're going to need for your acrylic bag. Let's move on to the next. We're gonna be going over the manicure bag now. So your manicure is gonna be your last service. So just know you're gonna be doing pre-exam, acrylic, manicure, and then your end of exam. So our manicure bag, obviously it's labeled. In here, you're going to have a towel to put the water on from the finger bowl. We've got our finger bowl. For your cosmetics for the manicure, just buy travel size bottles and then put a label on them. Your nail polish remover, if you're putting it in a plastic bottle, make sure that you're putting non-acetone remover in there. And then you can also purchase, let's say a polish remover with a label on it at Walgreens I would honestly recommend doing Dollar Tree. I get my acetone at Dollar Tree, so you can bring that. It has a label on it already, so you don't have to label it. Polish remover. Then we're going to need a bottle of water. Just fill it up about halfway. You don't need a lot of water. And then we're gonna have cuticle softener. This is labeled. The only thing is this is lotion in here. You are more than welcome to put lotion in here. Don't put that real stuff because you're just wasting it. And then I have a lotion. So bottle labeled, only put like a third lotion, or you can fill it up all the way and use it another time. This cap keeps on falling. This cap keeps on opening. So I want you guys to really make sure that I would definitely change this bottle out and get another better one. At least for the test. We can practice at home with it, but when we are going to the state board testing, I want to make sure that almost everything is new or it looks new. So we got our cosmetics. Now we're going to need cotton. I recommend 2 pieces. And I'm gonna put this in the finger bowl to keep it in place. Next, I have cotton tipped orange wood sticks. You only need 3, but I like to get an extra one just in case. We have our emery board or our file. So you don't really need a big one, just a really tiny, maybe a dollar file is perfectly fine too. We're gonna need a manicure brush. We don't use it, but it's in the skill set, like the supplies you need for it. So we're just gonna put it in the bag. If you don't use it, we toss it away at the end. That's fine. And then we're gonna need a base and a top coat, and then a dark polish. I've always gone to testing with red dark polish, but it seems like they only asked for dark this time, so just choose any dark color. I like to put my little stuff in a baggie just to keep it clean. Okay, so there was our manicure bag. You only need those 3 bags, your acrylic, manicure, and your pre-exam. I would definitely maybe put an extra trash bag just in case anything happens. Extra files, extra tips possibly. If you have extra of that, I would bring extra cotton tipped orange wood sticks just in case you drop one. And that's about it. We've got all of the bags now. Let's put it in the kit. When we put our bags in the kit, I do want you guys to think about what skill sets you're going to do in order. For example, we're going to be doing pre-exam first, so I want my pre-exam bag at the top. Okay, so my acrylic and my manicure can go side by side. Make sure that there's no air in it. I'm going to put my pre-exam on top, my hand inside, close my box, and then there you have it. We have our own StateBoard kit. That's how we make our StateBoard kit box. If you guys have any questions, please try to contact me or somebody at the school, and good luck.